Hi, my name is Tim Campbell. This is 2617 QCA Mobile Play Assessment 1. And my question was, what is the relationship between objects, classes, variables, functions, and methods, and how does it relate to object-oriented design? Well, object-oriented design is the combination of all these things. Objects, methods, functions, and variables, all of that is used inside a game to help the game function. Obviously, objects alone are the things that we see on screen and how we interact with the game elements, but all of the beneath stuff, that is how the objects communicate with each other. Everything from characters, backgrounds, UIs, very much more like there's a lot of stuff that is very much dictated by these functions and variables. Take, for example, the game I've been working on at the moment. This is just a quick mock-up of the 3D final project, but as you can see, the character is an object. Everything on the screen is an object, but the main character uses functions to move around, which is left, right, first, up. Now, these functions have smaller variables which help dictate how high he jumps, how low he falls. Next, of course, is the objects themselves. While they're different, the obstacles themselves that he's trying to avoid. While they're different objects, they have the same class as a different obstacle, and they will interact with him in the same way, which will cause a function playing the death animation. Different variables will go into stuff like score, high score, local play, maybe competitor store, and as well as just dictating different stuff like cosmetic items and changes. And different functions will basically help the game flesh out and be more interactive and believable. Going on talking about this actual game, my idea for this game is to make a Subway Surfer clone, similar to Spider-Man Ultimate, Temple Run, stuff like that, which is basically a straight line running game where you have to use swipe input commands to avoid obstacles. I've decided to move away from using 2D and try and look at 3D because I genuinely like using 3D software, and I thought the perspective would be pretty much necessary for the proper reaction time for the user input. Design experience, obviously I want to make it very simple. Swipes, no matter where they are on the screen, as long as it's directional, will indicate which way the characters go, as well as different little cosmetic changes which help really let the player decide how they want their character to look. This is basically all I've gotten so far with the 3D mock-up, but all the assets are finalized. A lot of what I'm going to be doing is just focusing in on how to bring this thing to life and how to legitimize the final game. Well, this has been 2617 QCA Mobile Play Assessment 1. Hopefully I've covered all the questions, and I look forward to working and showing my final product in week 12.